Welcome to County Portal, your simple source for local government services and public records. Let's get started.
How much can you claim for Goodwill donations without itemizing your taxes? This is a popular question, and the direct answer for the current tax year is, for most people, $0. Let's get into why that is. For the 2020 and 2021 tax years, there was a special, temporary rule put in place by the CARES Act. This rule allowed taxpayers who took the standard deduction to also claim a limited deduction for cash charitable contributions. It was up to $300 for individuals and up to $600 for married couples filing jointly. This was a fantastic but temporary measure to encourage giving. That provision has expired. It is no longer in effect. So, for your current taxes, we are back to the regular rules. To claim a deduction for your donations to Goodwill or any other qualified charity, you must itemize your deductions. To understand this, you need to know the difference between the standard deduction and itemizing. Every taxpayer gets a choice. You can take the standard deduction, which is a fixed dollar amount that you subtract from your income to lower your tax bill. This amount is set by the IRS each year and depends on your filing status, like single or married. Or, you can itemize. Itemizing means you add up all your individual deductible expenses, which can include things like home mortgage interest, state and local taxes, and your charitable donations. You should only itemize if your total itemized deductions are more than the standard deduction amount. A few years ago, the standard deduction was nearly doubled, and as a result, the vast majority of Americans now take the standard deduction because it gives them a bigger tax break than itemizing would. For example, if the standard deduction for your filing status is $14,000, but your total itemized deductions, including the value of the items you gave to Goodwill, only add up to $4,000, you would be much better off taking the standard deduction. When you take the standard deduction, you cannot also take a separate deduction for your charitable gifts. That benefit is considered to be already built into the higher standard deduction amount. So, to be perfectly clear, if you are not itemizing, you cannot claim a deduction for the clothes, furniture, or household goods you donate. This doesn't mean you shouldn't donate. The primary purpose of donating is to support a good cause, help people in your community, and recycle used goods. The tax deduction has always been a potential bonus, not the main reason. If you happen to be a taxpayer who does itemize, you can and should claim the value of your donations. Just be sure to get a receipt from Goodwill and make a realistic assessment of the item's fair market value, which is what they would sell for in the thrift store, not what you originally paid for them. But for the millions of Americans who take the standard deduction, the answer is that there is no longer a way to claim those Goodwill donations without itemizing. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you understand the current rules, please hit the like button and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more simple explanations on taxes and personal finance. We appreciate your support.